All right, we are on location here in North Carolina to do our next team, our program Power Rankings Countdown, ranking teams from least likely to most likely to compete for a national title in the 2025 season. And next up here from the great Tar Heel state is the Tar Heels, coming in at number 43 overall in the country and number 41 out of the 67 Power Conference teams, with a score of 67.39. Regime Plus is maybe the most interesting of all the metrics for Carolina coming into this season. I have them at a 0.25 out of 1. Yes, I know Bill Belichick has a million Super Bowl rings and is one of the greatest football coaches of all time. However, there's a lot of new on this roster. Gio Lopez comes in from South Alabama, where he was a good, not great quarterback, and they're also relying on Bill Belichick being able to treat a college program like a pro team, and that's just not the case, and a lot of coaches have failed in doing that, and vice versa. So I think there's a lot more questions than answers on this coaching staff. For returning production, I have the Tar Heels at number 82. I do not think that this is a team that has a lot of holdover from last year. It's a lot of new, it's a lot of transfers. Something that is a little bit interesting about this team is they haven't been recruiting from the high school ranks as well as they were at the beginning of the Mac Brown era. Over the last 2 cycles, I have UNC at number 39 in the country in overall high school recruiting, and they were in the top 20 in this metric a couple years ago. So they have really fallen off here with the high school recruiting. I think that catches up to them a bit this year. But what they did nail is the incoming transfers, number 8 overall in the country. They did lose Bo Atkinson, but I do think overall they won the transfer portal. And of course that's going to happen with Bill Belichick, and they have allegedly really upped the ante in the NIL game for football specifically. So it's a very good transfer portal class. I think they're maybe a better roster than they were last year, but they don't have the star power that they had with Amari and Hampton. I think that's going to hurt them more than anything. UNC had a quietly not bad season last year, and it was led by Amari and Hampton. They ended the season with their adjusted EPA per play of number 44 in the country. So this is a team that I don't think was that bad. Now, they lost a lot of players from that team. It's going to be a lot of new faces and new scheme, but I think they were a lot better than people thought they were last year. I don't think they'll be that good this year. I expect them to finish somewhere in the 50s. The market has Carolina coming in at number 49 overall. Now, I think a lot of that is partially due to the Bill Belichick effect of people just wanting to bet this team more, similar to what we saw with Deion Sanders when he was at Colorado. But another thing is the schedule. I have North Carolina at number 73 in strength of schedule, with number 1 being the easiest. This is one of the easiest schedules in Power Conference. They have that game against TCU, but they have the easiest ACC draw they could possibly ask for. I think 8-4 is on the table, but I just have so many questions about the roster, not even considering Bill Belichick. So I think this team might struggle a little bit, but they also, I would expect them to pull 1 or 2 upsets this season. So bowl game is definitely in the picture. 8-9 wins might be a bit of a stretch.